I got some stuff I could demo. Let me share. Um, so sort of some more calc stuff. I have enabled downloading the XLSX file for calcs that will like include your calculations into the Excel file. Um, there's a few examples here that are worth noting. Like this null here is not an Excel thing, doesn't exist. So this column is non-downloadable. This references the total here. So the way we do totals, at least, this is non-referenceable. Not impossible because we do supply the totals in the final document. So like, with some work, we could probably make this one work. And then something simple like this should just work. So if you download it, choose the Excel format. Um, it downloads, we can import it. Um, and then I'm just going to replace this spreadsheet. We'll get that same total table. The totals are up here, so that's why we probably could reference a total. But you'll see that these ones just come through as plain text numbers, and this one comes through as an actual formula referencing the correct columns and having the correct offsets and stuff. So we translate that down so you get the whole thing live. And this extends to the whole dashboard. So actually, I guess I should show this in the workbook first, but I've got like a country lookup tab. And this is like our arbitrary text entry that I've used here. And then over here, I have one of the XLOOKUPs that Kathy demoed last week. And so you can see that it's translating in, and we got that. So if we pop over to the dashboard and we download the whole dashboard, once again, choose Excel format. Takes a second. All right, cool. So we're downloading. Import that guy. And because it's the full dashboard, it's gonna bring in, all of the tiles. And, well, did I grab the wrong one? I might have. Let me see. I think I grabbed the wrong. There we go. I should probably name these things better. Anyway, so I pulled in all the tabs, and you can see the country lookup with the arbitrary text, of course, just came through as text because that's not something we can reasonably give you a formula for. But then over here, we have the actual cross lookup translated into all your tabs, and that is working. Anyway, that is the demo.
So cool.
It's pretty magical. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I've discovered like one or two edge cases that I'm ironing out. Like at first I merged it with pivots enabled, like pivot calcs, because some of our pivot calcs should be translatable, but the way we do the pivot calcs, even without our, like if you put C1 in one of the columns in your pivot, and then we'll like be smart and always have it offset to the correct level of the pivot, but it'll always reference C1 in Excel. So we'd have to like do a pivot offset there. So those don't work. And then, so we just disable pivot calcs entirely for now, something we can probably follow up on. And then I found one or two cases where I think we're being a little too simple about how we construct the Excel sheets, where I think we kind of treat everything that isn't a calc as text. And so some of the calculations don't seem to operate very well over, what Excel is interpreting as text, even though it has a number value in it. So I have a little follow up there to do as well, but it's pretty close.
Does that mean that essentially we coerce better than Excel does?
Well, or, I think really it is just that yeah, you could say that, but we're really giving them a malformed Excel sheet. Because like we just tell them that everything is text, and Excel has this like
Okay.
very nice
Yeah.
complicated markup language that we should be or like markup format that we should be utilizing. Which is how I got these calculations to work in the first place, because you have to tell it it's a function. Otherwise, it'll just treat the function as text too. So, yeah, bunch of stuff to do there.
Just another quick, because you mentioned the XLOOKUP. XLOOKUP has been picked up by, I think, 3 out of 4 of the 5 trials that were started this week. People are loving it, and like have immediately jumped straight in. So it's been awesome. But this is an extension of that. So good.
And if you download an XLOOKUP and you don't download the whole workbook, we just give you the text for that too. So we sort of identify that it's not downloadable.